I ask myself how we can be closer. I played those same games 1,000 times over, and you.
Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Lia back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, we're gonna be doing not just one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 half wig try-ons. That is right. Before your girl was a crochet hair girl, before Lia herself was a crochet girl, she was a sew-in girl. For 2 years, she was a sew-in girl before that. But the years from college until sew-in phase happened, which were my, right out of college age, you're trying to save money, all that good thing. Your girl was a half wig girl. She was a half wig girl for those years. Oh, you couldn't catch me without a half wig. We would go during our lunch break, me and my friend group, it was 4 of us, we would pack into a car, go to Tyson, during our lunch, because we all worked together, and get half wigs. Yeah, we would take half wig breaks in between work, and we would do it on payday Friday. So it wasn't every day we would go for lunch, but every payday we'd get our payday, because our half wigs, we would try to push them to 3 weeks, but it wasn't nothing wrong with the affordability of a half wig to get one every 2 weeks. We would try to do 3 weeks of wear, because we didn't just take them off and put them on for special occasions. We wore these things like regularly. Like, this was my life. This was my life, and it really did help protect my hair, especially as I was transitioning. At that point was the early stages of me transitioning from relaxed to natural. I stopped getting relaxers. I count my date as my stop getting relaxer date as February 2013, so 12 years ago at this point. And then in that transitional phase, you're in between 2 different textures. Your hair, silk presses weren't really doing. I just had to find something, because my hair was in that phase. Half wigs really worked, because again, your hair is like my hair today. It's braided down, and then you just have the leave out, which I have a little bit more leave out than I would normally leave out for a normal half wig situation. However, I did just take out recently, if you watched my last crochet hair review, I did a kind of flip over crochet with human hair crochet, and I had leave out. This was a perfect amount for that. It might be a little bit too much for a half wig, but I think the blend is going to be incredible. And I don't want to take credit for this idea popping into my mind about getting back on the half wig train. I have to give credit to the Hearts and Cake 90, I Fancy Cupcakes. Her name is Brittany. Brittany, if you know wigs, if you ever watched a wig video, you've seen Brittany. Brittany is who I think of when I think of laid wigs, whether they're half wigs, full wigs, lace wigs, whatever the case may be, laid wigs. You're not watching this video and you don't know who Brittany is. Like, you're not watching this, but she did a review on her. I saw it on TikTok. Child, the half wig was giving. And the great thing is, every single one of these wigs is under $20. It's like $19.99, $16.99, $19.99. Like, they all, I have less than $100, or maybe right at $100, of hair in my head. And I forgot the love and affection I had for half wigs. And as I transition this week, I'm going to wear a half wig, because I don't get my hair done until the end of the, next week. So I need something that looks good, and I couldn't choose, because the half wig game has come up a lot since the 8 years that I was heavily in it. Outre is killing the game. They, I think, create some of the best that I've seen. Now I think their color selection is phenomenal, and that's the thing I'm concerned about with having colored hair. I do have dark roots. I do have colored hair. I do need to dye my hair soon, but I do have kind of the black, and then, we have my colored ends. But I noticed they had a color called DR2 Chocolate Swirl. And every single one of these wigs that I'm going to be trying on today is in that color. But I love that they have that option, and they have many color options. So without further ado, let me stop rambling and let me just choose one first. We're going to start with, because I think the other ones have a little bit more curl to it, so I might have to curl my leave out a little bit for those. So let's start with the most straight one of them. And we're going to start with Kimmy. So Kimmy is again, like I mentioned, a DR2 Chocolate Swirl color. On the packaging, you can see it says that this hair is 22 inches. It also says that it has lay flat technology that now allows you to have a little bit less hair left out than before, which, oh my goodness, we love to see it, even though I probably have more hair left out than I ever have before. And again, whatever one I leave this video with is going to be my wig of the week. So you can't vote down below, but I still would want to know your thoughts down below, which wig you like the most. I love the chocolate swirl because it does exactly what I think my natural hair does, which does have, again, that dark, and then it goes into that color. Not by want. I do need to dye my hair. I have been needing to dye my hair for a while. I'm trying to only dye my hair twice a year. It's no rhyme or reason to it. I don't need to dye it that often. It's braided up most of the time anyways, but as we get into silk press season and I do want to have a fresh bomb, root to tip color, I will be dyeing it soon. But I do like that this wig gives me that little gradients between going from kind of dark to color to color to color to color throughout. Love it. Long 22-inch wig. Cap construction has 2 combs front, 1 comb back, and then adjustable straps, of course, as needed, as the construction of most caps are. And I'm going to just take off the card that they put on here. It does also mention on here that it is heat safe up to 400 degrees. I got every single one of these wigs from Elevate Styles as well. Let me throw this on as is first without adjusting anything to see how it fits. Comb, 2 combs in the front. And I'm ready to go. Like, again, this is why I love a good half wig situation, because I haven't cut the camera. You're seeing transition. The hair feels so good. When I tell you these brands have stepped it up, they stepped it. Could this be a half wig channel all of a sudden? Like, no, it couldn't. It can't be. It can't be, but could it be? Let me blend this really quickly. Let me put a little bit more heat to kind of straighten this down, and I'll be right back for my thoughts on Kimmy. So this is Kimmy. I hope I'm saying that right. Y'all know on this channel I'm bad with pronunciation, so just go with me. Kemi, Kimmy. This is she. 22 inches in length, and I'm in love. Blends amazingly, blends incredibly, feels very soft as I run my fingers through it, doesn't snag a lot, has a little bit of shedding, but nothing that I've seen that's too crazy. I brushed the curls a little bit, but I had to be mindful. Let's not brush the curls out. So I brushed them a little bit. I don't even think you're picking up the full 22, but I'll do kind of a turnaround full shot, or I'll insert one right now. Every wig that I'm trying is linked down below. This is contender number 1. Again, I really like it. I think it's super long, but I like the curls of it, how bouncy it does. It feels like it has great density. It doesn't feel super thin, which is something that I think in the past half wigs used to have a bit, where they'd be overly full and then they'd be too thin. You get no in between. It'd be like two Supremes. We're getting big, and then it'd be like, okay, well, you used 1 or 2 wefts to create this. Why so thin? Why so thin? I think this is the right amount of density. And then I did kind of zoom into the camera to see the lay flatness. And I do think it feels a little bit flatter than half wigs of the past. So old me, who used to try nothing but half wigs, I think if she was to see this today, she would be happy. The young me would be happy, because the lay flat technology existed. The technology to create this, I knew was in the factories. Why was y'all making them so butt cakey? Why was we taking a ride? Why was our hair having to lay over a mountaintop? Okay, what was happening there? But overall, this is she. Let's move on to my next wig. Hair push back again, wig cap on, because now we have Susanna. Susanna is also same color, the dealio. This is same thing, lay flat, new half wig cap, requires less leave out, okay? That lay flat technology. This hair is a bit shorter, it's 18 inches. I know that 22 was a bit overpowering. This might be good for a normal day to day, but let's pull her out. I'm really impressed with, I have to say, the DR2 chocolate swirl color. Back in the day when my hair was the same color, so back in 2013 when I was trying halfway, my hair was the same color. I just didn't feel like there were so many on the market. You either had to get 4 or you had to get 30, but that did not allow for if you did have hair grown out. I like now we've gone even further to again go back to having a little bit darker of a root, and then the hair. What about for us who just not getting our hair colored every single week? who ain't got the time for it. Our hair luckily grows. Isn't that what hair is supposed to do? Why am I being punished for my hair growing? So this hair does have a little bit of a curl to it. It's kind of a, it looks kind of wet curl on camera. I don't know if it comes off as looks like wet curl, but it's kind of like a light feathery curl. I'm gonna put this on my head. Again, the same cap construction too. It has one comb in the back. I did not adjust the strap in the back for Kimmy. I think it's just kind of made specifically for my head. Like it fits without me having to adjust the strap. But let me do a little bit of curl to my hair because like I mentioned, Kimmy was the only wig that I had that was kind of straighter. Everything else we're getting into the land of the curl and my leave out is like that. So let me do something to like blend my leave out a bit and come right back. So now we have Susanna. I just curled my little leave out and then tucks a little bit. Again, I think I have more leave out than needed. I don't think. I know I have more leave out. You only need this much leave out for these type situations. The less, the better, actually. With half wigs, the more you leave out, the more you have to try to blend. I say I like this. I was debating like whether taking a brush to it and just brushing it out a bit more, but I think it's helpful if you see it like not brushed as is, how the hair would look in its 18 inches. It goes and hits me right here. I am 5'3" for reference, or am I 5'2.5"? What I be lying? What I be saying when I be lying to people? I feel like I be saying I'm 5'3", but I think I'm 5'2.5". And I be just rounded up because you just round up. So I think I'm 5'3" ish. So for reference, people want to know where wigs would hit them. I like it. I feel like, again, same color. It's the same thing in terms of light, minimal shedding that you would expect. Just kind of, I mean, I've just been finger pulling. I haven't been putting a brush because it's not human hair. All of these are synthetic options. Brushing it will change it forever. Like doing whatever you do will change it forever. You can't necessarily get things back when it's synthetic or revert it back. It is heat safe, but it never means like you can really fully, it's not heat safe, okay? It's not human hair heat safe. So just keep that in mind. I like it. But next, let's go to Nicolette. Nicolette is described as 24 inches, lay flat technology, swirl color. I did not switch up the colorings because again, when you have this much hair left out, you gotta kind of go. Like I can't go a 1B. I can't go a 2. I can't go, that blonde color. I have too much hair left out and my hair is not that color. And I think it's perfect for fall as well, as we are in fall. Are we in fall? When does fall officially start? No, we in fall. I'm claiming it, honey. I'm a fall baby. Fall, early fall is my favorite season. Yeah, there's something about the leaves changing, the weather just being bright, just right for a perfect little walk that I love. Same construction, 2 combs, 1 comb, adjustable straps. Let's get this thing on. Again, so you can see that lay flat that is happening. It just like blends so well. Like the line of Kish, who did my braid down 2 months ago, she's gonna be like, "Oh, you kept that braid down for in for quite some time." She did the thing with that. This hair is more wavy texture, so I'd say it's a curl wave mix. It reminds me a lot of Susanna. It reminds me a lot of that, but maybe a bit longer. Let me just fix the leave out and come right back. So Nicolette, the longest of the ones in theory, but I think it is counting that it has those curls in it. So it is right now at 24 inches, and this is what it looks like. Again, remember that it is counted when it's pulled down. Even though the first wig I tried, Kimmy, looked much longer, this is that length. I will say this one, I do think I like the other 2 better, just in terms of like, this is cute. This is nice. However, I do think this one will be the one that goes downhill the fastest. There's something about synthetic wigs. I feel the opposite about synthetic crochet hair. Synthetic crochet hair, hate straight synthetic crochet hair. Love more body. I like the structure and the kind of feel of Kimmy because in my experience, those are the type that last longer. Something like Susanna, I think will also last longer. Something like this would be the one I think would go the quickest, meaning get ratted the quickest, the one that would go through and just not survive the longest. I do think the other two would survive a bit longer than this one. It's not bad. I think I like the look of it. I just would be kind of fearful about the longevity of it. Again, I've worn half wigs for a long time, so I know that they are not going to last you a year. You know, these are not your longest wearing wigs, and their price point is not in such way that you would think you would, but you can get a good consistent wear, especially wearing it every single day. Like I would wear these every single day and I get a month worth of wear out of it, and it being synthetic. You know, some people can get like 6 weeks, some people could get 3 months. I'm not one of those people because I need something different. You know, I'm willing to fork over the $20 in 6 weeks because it's only $20. When these people be charging $200, I'm willing to give that $20 for a fresh one. So I'm willing to exchange, even if I could wear it for 3 months. I'm cheap, but I ain't that cheap yet. But nothing wrong with being that cheap. I'm just saying this wig would probably go the fastest. But I do like the overall look of it. I think it's light. I think these are all been kind of light, but they also, there's a wig in the cap construction, you know, has a lot of breathability to it. I do have a wig cap on up under this, so I do feel like it's a bit warmer, but we're going fall. We're going into fall. Nature's toboggan, or not nature's toboggan, because this isn't natural. You know, a created toboggan. Who doesn't love that? But I digress. Let's next go to Lumi. So Lumi is described as 26 inches, now being the longest of the ones that I have tried. However, we know that it will not be fully 26 because it is sort of like Nicolette in the sense that it is a little bit more like curly, like kind of, you'll see. Again, I'll bring you along on this journey. This is what it looks like. It looks like a little bit too, and I don't know if it's because of the color that the sparkles of that swirl come through a bit more. It is the same color. Let me just DR2 chocolate swirl. But the chocolate doesn't look as, I don't know, it looks a little different. Don't you see? Like it looks a little bit, the black comes through a lot more than it does in the other colors. So for example, looking at the first wig that I tried, Kimmy, and I don't see the black come through. On this one, I see the black come through. So that just shows that even though it is the same exact like DR chocolate swirl, the swirl be swirling differently. That's why I be talking about brand consistency. Like you, while ordering online, you think that something, even if it's the same color, would be the same color, but this one, and again, the card is the same, DR2 chocolate swirl color, but it has a lot more chocolate than the caramel swirl that you would think, but nonetheless, should blend okay, hopefully, fingers crossed. And I'll just show it because I haven't showed it in a minute. 2 combs, 1 comb. And so I'm going to put that on in this way. Again, cap. You see the hairline? Or let me pull it up a little bit because it needs to be up a little bit. All right, we have that. It is different. Like, it is different than the other chocolate swirls. Again, let me go play and do my magic and see what I'm going to do with the leave out to blend. But this is what it looks like. So not a fan of Lumi. Not a fan of Lumi at all. If Nicolette, I felt like, would go downhill fast, this one will go down even faster. This hair is not great. Not great at all. Like, I feel it. It doesn't feel great. I have very low confidence in this lasting you more than a week and a half. I'm about to say 2 weeks, honey. I don't see this lasting. I don't even know if this will last me past the day because it's already poofing up. All I did, like, y'all, I was just here. I took it out the pack. I did this. I didn't even do anything to my leave out. I just kind of tucked it. I was like, I can't even do anything because I don't even want to do anything because, again, you see this color? The swirl isn't swirling. I think the blend on the colors is not well in terms of how it is on the other wigs. Again, these two, I think that chocolate swirl is more, this is just chocolate, like this is highlighted. It's highlighted chocolate, whereas the other wigs, these are just the two. This is Nicolette and then, of course, Kemi. But even if I pull Susanna into the bunch, they all, I think, do a good job of being chocolate throughout. This is just one big poof. One big poof. I don't like this. You have, you know, you can only have 30 minutes. This wig is not, I've had it in for a moment. Not even. It's been less than 30 seconds almost. Like, what are you talking about, hair? Yeah, not a fan of it, and don't like the fact that we've gotten away from the DR2 chocolate swirl. We've gotten away from what the chocolate swirl means. We're getting further away. But last but not least, let's try. Is our girl Misha? Is girl Misha gonna be the top hair? So Misha is another 18-inch, but probably won't look super 18-inch. The cap construction same in terms of the color. Everything is a DR. Now, I just noticed something. Now, Misha says DR chocolate swirl, right? And Kimmy says DR2 chocolate swirl. Nicolette says DR2 chocolate swirl. Lumi says DR2 chocolate swirl. So DR2 chocolate swirl comes up a lot. DR2 chocolate swirl, making sure that 2 is there. DR2 for Nicolette, DR2 for Kimmy. This is the first one, Misha, that doesn't have the 2. It's just DR chocolate swirl. They don't even have a DR2 chocolate swirl. But, I mean, it looks like the same color as the other, like dark roots. Blah, 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 blah. This is what makes it so challenging because, again, I could see Lumi was a different one. But literally, this final one is the only one that does not have the 2. All of them, except for this one, have the 2, but it has the same color. The only one, funny enough, that's been a different color is Lumi, and it's the same as the other one. So this one, DR chocolate swirl. They didn't get the 2 in there, but it does have darker roots. I wonder if the roots are any darker. Let me pull another one. If that's maybe the difference. The roots are shinier. Like the texture on Kimmy is like much more. If you can notice, the texture is different. This is a little bit more shiny. Kimmy is a lot more. I think that's why I love this one. This one has a little bit more shine. You can kind of not kind of see. You can definitely see the shine difference between the two. But you know, weeks of wear kind of pull that away. I'll do a kind of rundown of all at the end too, so you're not uber confused. But 60 was that 60 seconds? Did I throw it on in 60 seconds? Putting the combs in. Um, all I do when I go and adjust is like just curl these pieces because these keep getting straight. So I curled them a bit when I go off camera. Or you can like do a tuck if you want to do a tuck and then pull things up. So again, recapping, this is Misha and it's DR, not 2, chocolate swirl, giving everything of DR2 chocolate swirl, you know. The brand, I think there was a misprint. There must have been a misprint, but they misprinted it everywhere because it's also at the bottom, like all the other bottoms where it lists the other colors that it has. It also says DR Chocolate Swirl on the back too. So I think that's what it's calling itself. But let's get things together. Let's get things together. I like it. I think it's kind of retro. It gives me a 70s vibe. Like I feel like I could go, like I could have a little thing on. You got a golden touch, touch them too much, gold member. Oh, I feel like I could just break out. It's like a dream girls, boy. Like I feel like I can give that with this hair. It's giving something, and I think that's the thing I love about half wigs is you can play around. Like there are half wigs I will say that gives very much so 70s vibes, but then there are also those very modern ones. And I think what's wrong with a little Farrah Fawcett? What's wrong with giving a little 70s vibe? Let me do my rankings, though, of each and every one of these. Starting first. I love Kimmy. I think Kimmy's cute. I think it's long. I think it's drama. I think it's giving a lot. It's giving a lot for a Tuesday, but who makes the parameters on what's a lot, what's a little, you know? Number 2, we have, looking at it, I think we have Susanna. Like it has to be. It has to be. She's cute. She's corporate. She's a little just a little girl, just a girl. I'm just 18 inches. I'm just an 18-inch little, you know, even the girl on here, she's not giving too much. This is a good everyday. That's a good everyday type of a situation. Number 3 is what I have in right now. I think Misha. Misha is giving. Misha's doing what she needs to do. And then I think the last 2 is hard because I don't think either of them would be, you know, something I would necessarily want. I think Nicolette would be You know, if I had to choose one, Nicolette's number 4, number 5, I wouldn't even suggest. I can't even tell y'all to go spend y'all money on Lumi. I do love half wigs too. I was in the bathroom playing around and I was like, wouldn't this be cute too if I did like a little, that's the thing I like about half wigs, because like I could do a little half up, half down, couldn't I? And I could do it with every other unit too. I could do a little, it don't have to be, I could like pull this back. It don't, isn't it giving? Yeah, all of these I could do a little half up, half down. There's not a lot of versatility in terms of could I wear it up or split it or part it and all that stuff, but there's versatility a bit in the half up, half down nature of them all, really. I mean, I could do that with any of these units and it really look cute and be cute. But down below, let me know what you think. What was your number 1? What was your number 2? Do you want to see more halfway content? I feel like it feels good to be back in the throes of things sometimes with variety. I know I'm crochet hair a lot of the times, and some people ask me about lace fronts. I'm not really a lace front girl. I like the leave out. I like having my hair. I like the blend. I don't think I could get away with a lace front. But what do you want to see? Leave them down below. And while you're down there, give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Give it a big thumbs up even if you didn't. Don't be a hater. Be a lover. Be a lover of the content that I produce on this channel for you. And also subscribe to this channel. Make sure that notification bell is on. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89 to keep up with my shenanigans. Also, Lia Lavon on TikTok to keep up with more of my shenanigans and more in real time. You see more stuff over there. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.